Rolling through the hood, see the dream so bright. No more whining, no more fights. People winning and tech startups rise. Unity is power under the sky. No victim games, no more cries. Success stories in every eye. Hustle strong with dreams unfurled. Building bridges, changing the world. Turning the page on all that mess. Focus on progress, nothing less. Hands together we move as one. In the hood where the game is won. Turning the page on all that mess. Focus on progress, nothing less. Hands together we move as one. In the hood where the game is won. Coding magic in crowded rooms. Startups bloom like flowers in June. Innovation flows, people fly. Hard work pays under the sky. Lift your head up, take that ride. On this journey we take as our guide. From the streets to the stars we aim. Success our mission, it's not a game. Turning the page on all that mess. Focus on progress, nothing less. Hands together we move as one. In the hood where the game is won. Turning the page on all that mess. Focus on progress, nothing less. Hands together we move as one. In the hood where the game is won. Lift your head up, take that ride. On this journey we take as our guide. From the streets to the stars we aim. Success our mission, it's not a game. No victim games, no more cries. Success stories in every eye. Hustle strong with dreams unfurled. Building bridges, changing the world. Turning the page on all that mess. Focus on progress, nothing less. Hands together we move as one. In the hood where the game is won. Dreaming the game is won. In the hood where the game is won. In the hood where the game is won.
We stand afraid of shadows cast by doubt. Whispered fears of what they'll talk about. Got dreams that wait in line behind our pride. But courage lives where fear is set aside. So many dreams collected dust on shelves. Scared to fail, so we hide our true selves. But life will pass and so will all those stairs. Nobody's watching as much as we think they care. So step into the light, don't fear the fall. The only limits here are built by walls. Tear them down and seize what you deserve. You're stronger than the whispers you've heard. Got plans to make, but fear keeps you in place. Afraid to lose, or maybe scared to chase. But what if magic waits around the bend? Go grab it now, don't let the doubters win. We wear these masks to hide what we believe. But truth has power when worn on your sleeve. Reach for the stars, they're closer than they seem. Your path is clear, don't let them steal your dream. So step into the light, don't fear the fall. The only limits here are built by walls. Tear them down and seize what you deserve. You're stronger than the whispers you've heard. maybe scared to chase. But what if magic waits around the bend? Go grab it now, don't let the doubters win. We wear these masks to hide what we believe, but truth has power when worn on your sleeve. Reach for the stars, they're closer than they seem. Your path is clear, don't let them steal your dream.
Tech coach Ralph, tough as nails, no disguise. Pushing limits, yeah, he's that kind of guy. At first it's harsh, the rules feel like chains, but trust the process, there's sunshine in the rains. He cracks the whip, but it's all in love. Results shining bright like stars above. Tech coach Ralph, you light the way. Sweat and tears, you help us play. With every lesson, we find our might. From morning grind to the stars at night. Days turn to weeks, skills sharp and fast. What once was a struggle now feels like a blast. Step by step, we rise and we glow. With Ralph in our corner, we're ready to show. Singing his praises, can't keep it inside. From hard ass to hero, he's our pride. Tech coach Ralph, you light the way. Through sweat and tears, you help us play. With every lesson, we find our might. From morning grind to the stars at night. So here's to Ralph, the coach we need in this game of growth. He plants the seed. So here's to Ralph, the coach we need in this game of growth. He plants the seed.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. How is everyone doing today? I am Tech Coach Ralph. We are Engineer Twin. This is Sunday afternoon software explorations. We are working on DevOps. We're going to be working on deploying our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data to Google servers using, what is it called again? Google, I forgot the name. We'll figure it out once we get there, right? But we are going to be doing that. We've been working on it for the past couple of weeks. We want to deploy our Urban Dictionary to see how that's all going to work out. And then once we actually get that able to work, then we can figure out ways around it. Hopefully within the next week or two, we can get to working on Kubernetes. But I do want to get this done because we started working on this and we've been working on the Urban Dictionary of Economic Data for the past couple of weeks. So we want to put a nice bow on top, right? Today is Sunday, November 17th, 2024. Yes, we are past the halfway mark of November. We are just around the corner for Thanksgiving, and then comes December with Christmas and all that good stuff, and we are into the new year. So let's start the new year off strong by starting today, by starting now. We're about 45-ish, a little under 45 days until the new year. Let's get started today. Let's get started today. Let's not wait to make a New Year's resolution because you're only going to break it anyways in a couple of weeks. So you might as well say, forget the New Year's resolution. Let's start now. Let's start now. We're going to have a great show today, right? Great shows today. A lot of great break time conversations. I think that my best friend Mitch will really enjoy these conversations today. And just some good stuff, right? But let's get into our agenda. Let's get into our agenda for today. All right. So first, let me see. Let me fix something real quick. My OCD gets the best of me sometimes when I see a little bit. All right. So there we go. So let's get into it for today. Our agenda, right? So like I said, first and foremost, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So happy to have everyone here. Hopefully this show adds a lot of value and entertainment into your life. This is a tech show, but we have a lot of fun while we do the tech. So let's take care of some housekeeping to get started for today. We are going to do here. All right. So housekeeping first and foremost, I just want to say a big thank you so much to all of the subscribers on the channel. The new ones, those who have been with me for a very long time, those who I talk to on a regular basis, those who watch from the clouds and they still get value from all the content that we bring, whether it is the Q&A clips that we do Monday through Fridays, whether it is shorts, whether it is the live streams, whatever it is, whether it's our candid conversations or software explorations where we do go over some concepts, or the bug bite, whatever it is that you get value from what I talk about, I really appreciate you for subscribing and for being active and, reaching out to me, whether you leave comments or you participate in the live chat. Everything that you do, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
You guys are the very best. And I want to take the opportunity to give a big shout out and salute to all of my tech savages out there. Those include my tech barbarians, my tech prodigy, my technical explorers who are working so hard to get to the next level, to level up in their career at whatever stage that they are. Maybe they're trying to transition into tech. Maybe they've been in tech, but they want to level up and build more skills. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. And I want to thank all of my YouTube members, the tech mercenaries who support the channel to help us to continue to grow.
We the best.
And of course, I can never, ever forget, shout out to all the bag chasers out there.
Money.
Alrighty then. So with that being said, do me a big favor. If you're on the way in, do me a favor, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time that we go live and drop new content. The like helps boost the stream and the algorithm, especially in the tech space. We are trying to show people that tech does not have to be boring. We can have a lot of fun. We have my guy Yakar, who is in all different parts of tech. We have Mitch, who's a data analyst. You have me, who's primarily in QA by day, but I do everything. I am a tech superhero by night. We have a lot of fun here, and quick story. I know we got to get to the show, but a quick story, right? I remember I was in this Discord one day, and I was in this tech channel, and someone said, someone said that they started to go through a software engineering boot camp, and they didn't finish. They stopped because they said that they found tech would be so boring for them. That was my reaction as well, right? But I get it, because tech has a bad connotation. I remember back in the days, you would see the people who were in tech, they would have these glasses with the little tape in between. And it's like, oh my God, this is so boring. They wouldn't talk. They were so introverted and stuff like that, which, I'm introverted myself, I must say, believe it or not. But it does not have to be boring. Because guess what? If you're not a boring person, then tech doesn't have to be boring. So I say, I show you how we can have so much fun, but work really hard so that we can level up and we can be better. Because you can stay in doing a fun and exciting job, right? You go to college, you're like, oh, this is the major for me. And you go into $350,000 debt only to make $25,000 a year. And it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way, because you can make whatever that it is that you do fun, including tech. And that's why I am so excited every single day when I show up to work, when I show up on these streams, whatever it is that I'm doing, I make it fun. And that's why I want to show you how you can actually enjoy the tech side of the game. And with that being said, I even show that even more if you go to techcoachralph.dev and you can sign up for a free account today. There's tons of free content over there, but there is also paid content or tiered content where I show you how to use LinkedIn effectively, not to just see people complain about whatever it is that they're going through. Like, they've been applying for 5,225 jobs and they cannot find one person to reach out to them. And we're not going to be talking about that over there, right? We are going to be talking about how to use LinkedIn effectively to look for jobs, to look for people who work at companies, how to use Glassdoor in order to research positions, research how to, what's the salary range, and then how to use AI to help you prepare for interviews, right? That is what we do over there. And then we also going to be updating my resume. I wanted to do it this month. It might have to be pushed back to December. I don't know yet, but we are going to do it live and a lot of other things, as well as the opportunity you can work with me one-on-one. There's still some slots available to sign up for one-on-one coaching where we can work together. I can help you level up your technical skills as well as your career skills. Yesterday I was on 2 different coaching calls, 1 hour long coaching calls with some of my tech barbarians. One call we're working on trying to get an app deployed to Microsoft Azure, and then the other call working with one of my QA engineers working on the software Catalan to get that to automate a Windows application. So that is the type of stuff I dedicate my time to my tech barbarians and my tech prodigy members and to my technical explorers, because they'll send me a message, hey, can you review my resume? I'm like, absolutely. And I give them some pointers. I'm like, hey, watch this video, watch that video. So I dedicate my time to my Patreon members to help them level up because they want to progress in their career. So that's what I do for you. That is techcoachralph.dev. You can sign up for free, and then you can see all the value that we add over there. And then you can sign up. You can upgrade, and you can get a one-on-one coaching plan, all of that good stuff, all right? So that's one more time, techcoachralph.dev. Don't wait, sign up today, okay? So let's do this. Let's jump into our live show schedules real quick. All right. So on Saturday mornings, we have my favorite show of the week. We have the Men Lie, Women Lie, Numbers Manipulate show. And that's where we review the weekly economic numbers. We look at jobless claims. We look at the JOLTS report, job openings and labor turnover, I believe it's called, survey. We look at that. We look at consumer price index, producer price index, consumer sentiment, retail price on goods. We review all of that stuff on Saturday mornings based on the numbers that come out for that week. So we look at all of that. That show is co-hosted by my best friends, Mitch and Yakar. And then we have our early morning show, Mondays and Wednesdays, Coffee and Kata, where we are reviewing some news articles as well as continuing with our mobile development for the time cost calculator. I am going to be, as soon as I'm done with the time cost calculator, I'm going to be shifting gears to a new app that one of my friends had in mind, building some type of economic type stuff, and maybe I'll even build an app for the economic dictionary as well. Who knows? We shall see. Maybe we'll even use React Native. Possible. That's in my purview. That is I do want to learn React Native. We've been working a lot with Flutter. I do want to check out React Native, so we never know, right? Sunday afternoons we have software explorations. We're going through DevOps right now. We're using Google Cloud Platform to deploy our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data. We use not Microsoft. We didn't use Microsoft. We use AWS Web Services, Amazon Web Services to deploy our quotes application, poopypants.app. So check that out. Where it returns David Goggins quotes. We're going to be doing another deploy of that through Docker. And soon we're going to be getting to Kubernetes on Sunday afternoons. Tuesday nights we have our Q&A session. You can call in. If you have any questions, tech questions, we have my guy Rod Brown calling the other day. We had me Masify calling the other day. Fanny P called in a couple of weeks ago. Great stuff. So you definitely, if you have any questions about tech, if you're looking to get into tech, if you have a particular tech question, feel free to call in on Tuesday nights. Thursday nights, we have software explorations, where we are working right now using React and microservices to build our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data. This past Thursday, we were working on making the UI pretty. Yakar called in and helped out with that. So we're going to continue that this coming Thursday. All right, so that is our live show schedules. Whew, That was a lot. That was a lot of shows, all right? That was a lot of shows. So, but wait, there is more. We also have pre-recorded content. Get the heck out of here. Okay. So Mondays we have candid conversations, where it's just things that, pop up on my mind, and I just record and I just give you my raw, authentic thoughts on how you can level up, how you can get better. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about you need to brag about yourself just a little bit more, or maybe a lot more. I referenced some of my friends in there. So you definitely want to tune into Candid Conversations tomorrow. Wednesdays, we have software explorations, concept and overviews. This coming Wednesday, we're going to be talking about the model view controller. I heard about it when we were doing our presentation last week about React, Vue.js, and Angular. And I believe it was Angular that uses the model view controller. And as I was creating the presentation, I'm like, wow, this sounds pretty familiar. The concept the architecture makes a lot of sense. So we're going to be reviewing that. But then here's what happens. As I was preparing the presentation, I found out a whole bunch of other architectures that exist. And I'm like, you know what? Now we have a whole bunch of different architectures to investigate, to see and compare them to one another. So we're definitely going to get into that. And then Fridays, we have the Bug Bite, where we review different, cybersecurity attacks, software defects, software bugs that impacted companies or countries or users. So this coming Friday, we're going to be reviewing a article that my guy Yakar sent me, talking about how the FBI confirms that China-backed hackers infiltrated the telecom companies because of the backdoor that they have open for the government to be able to spy on us. Yep. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. We're going to be reviewing that this coming Friday. And then throughout the week, we have shorts as well as clips from the Q&A show. 5 to 10 minute pieces, clips where it's, small and digestible. So if you have a particular question, you can watch that video. You can leave me a comment, because sometimes you just cannot tune into the whole entire live stream on Tuesday nights. So we cut them up and we release them. And sometimes you might have watched it back then, but you didn't remember a particular question, and it gets cut down so you can find it very easily. All right. That is our pre-recorded content. That is our live show content. All of that to help you win and to help you level up. So with that being said, that's why I sincerely ask you to like this video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Definitely subscribe to the channel so you can know every time that we go live and drop new content, because you need this in your life. And remember, techcoachdrive.dev, tons of exclusive content. You can sign up for free, and you can get great value from all the additional content that I put over there. This coming week, I'm going to be uploading another video with my tech barbarians on about our last Scrum night. And, so definitely want to check that out, right? So with that being said, we are going to get started with the show. All right. So let me put up our first 20 minutes, and then I'm going to let you know what we're going to be doing. And let's put up our first 20 minutes. All right. Let me get this off the screen. All right. So let's put up our first 20.
It's time to do.
So, recap real quick. Here is where we're at with this. So we've been building. So, all right, let's start even from the beginning. We have our Saturday morning shows where we are reviewing the economic data. We built over a series of Thursday nights a web app, a dictionary web app that has all of our data. So we built the API, we set up the database, we built the front end where we have all of our all the data. Now, what we've done is we have been working on deploying it to Google Cloud Platform. We wanted to use Firebase, but I didn't want Firebase to pretty much take over the app. I am not one of those people who will say, I'm going to tightly couple myself to a particular service, which we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, right? But I didn't want to have Firebase all over my code. So we decided to pivot and not use the Firebase, pretty much Firebase, right? We are going to be, I set up a Mongo database, and I'm going to have to log into Mongo to right now say there's no IP restriction, so we can continue testing this out. Last week, we were able to deploy the API, and we were working on trying to deploy the React front end, but we ran into some issues. I think I figured out part of the reason why, but we're going to continue working on that today. Somebody left me a comment saying something about the health checks was probably, they said that the health check, or it was a comment in the chat. It said the health check is hitting before the app is up. So I'm going to look into that as well. But basically we want to start up the container for the React. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go into Mongo. We're going to start up the backend again to connect to Mongo, make sure that's working, and then once that's done, then we're going to go and work on getting the front end to start up. All right. So that is our plan, and then like 20 minutes, 20-minute segments. Then we go to break. Some great time break conversations. I think my guy Mitch will really enjoy some of these conversations, and then we'll go from there. All right. So with that being said, let's get to work. So let me go to Mongo. And let's go to here. And I'm going to sign in to Google. Okay. And for now, I'm just going to go over to database access or network access. And we're just going to say allow access from anywhere for about 6 hours, because we're going to lock down the database the same way that we have it locked down for our quotes app, where whatever the configuration is, we'll do that. So what we're doing right now, we are just testing things out right now. So eventually we're going to have it deployed all the way, but we're just, we're learning, we're testing, all that good stuff, right? So let me see something. Hold on, make sure this fits well. Let's see. Make sure. Let's see. Good enough. It'll be what it is. All right. Anyways, let me stop being OCD. All right. We're going to go to. So we have this. Now we're going to go into here, and we need to go to, what is it called again? G-Cloud, I think. We have the registry. Manage. Let me see. I always forget the name of it. Let's go to let's see, G-Cloud run deploy or start. All right, let me take a look at this Cloud Run. Try in console. All right, there we go. So we have this one right here. Oh, so this is the front end, this is the back end. So we want to start this up. I guess I could start it up from here, but all right, let me see. Start. So go to Google so you can see what I'm searching. Google start up. Google Cloud Run. Start service. Deploy a service. It's already deployed technically. Let me see. I guess I could start it. Let me see if I can start it through here first. Let's see. So we'd have to do a deploy. All right, so let's do this. Let's go to, let me get my terminal up and running. All right, let's do clear that. And let me find my documentation. Not that one. Let's go to deploy a service to Cloud Run. Okay. Services. Got that. It's not the one I'm looking for. Building containers. Build, submit. All right, we did that last time. All right, push, okay. Build, submit, build, publish. All right, deploy. Serve web, where's it? All right, hold on. Let me find. Gotta start adding these links to my documentation so we don't have to always look for it all over the place. Let me see. Let me go here. Let me go to history. All right, here we go. All right, so let's go to a terminal and I'm gonna run some of these commands to list services in your project. And we're gonna wanna start these services. So, view details about a service. Run services, describe service. All right, let's give it a try. So we need to get the API running. So, and we have to pass in the environment variable as well. So we are going to do all right, so we're gonna do gcloud. Let's get our services first. Gcloud run services list. And we have these two services. And we want to do, in order to start our service, we want to do you can format the output, disable an existing service, delete existing service. How do I start a service? Let me see. All right, so gcloud run service, and let's say we do -- help. It says description, synopsis, to list your services, flags, in which all right, groups, command, list, replace. I want to start this service. I don't think we did that last time. Gcloud start existing service. Gcloud run services, and then So if we just do, oops. Delete list, replace. So let's say we do list, and then we say here. Let's see what this is gonna do. G-Cloud invalid choice. You meant G-Cloud. Maybe you meant G-Cloud run services. I see we have. All right. Let's take a look at. Maybe it exists already. So let's say we do another deploy. We have the build. That's all right. So G-Cloud. G-Cloud run deploy with environment variable, I guess. And the environment variable is going to be the database. Let's go to G-Cloud run deploy service. All right, let's do that. So let's do G-Cloud run service. So I'm gonna do it over here. Deploy. And we're going to say image. It's going to be the same name. And we're going to say update env vars. And it's going to be let me see. I need the URL for the let's see. I need to get my database information. It's going to be let's see. All right, we're gonna go to connect. Where's my connection? Database clusters. Connect, and here, and we're gonna go to what is the environment variable? Hold on. Let me get that environment variable. Web storm. Let's go over here. Okay. So that is going to be called, all right, let me do that. Database connection equals, I'm just doing this on the other screen because as DB Darrow says, we do not want to show the password, but I probably will end up doing that anyways, and then I'll have to change the password anyway, so it doesn't matter. And plus, there's security on Mongo. All right, cool. Let's see if that is going to work. Oh, let me do that. All right, let's see here. What? G-Cloud run. Why is it that's invalid? So G-Cloud. Oh, okay, so I have something extra in there. Give me a second. G-Cloud run deploy. And we want, what environment do we want? We want the, where do we see that? We want this? US Central 1. US Central, I can go to the other screen now. Or US Central -1, or just 1, right? Yep, Central 1. Um, Wait a second. We got an error that, so it actually looked for Docker on there. So we could have pushed this up to Docker, but I don't want to push it up to Docker. So I need to use the, I need to use our, GR. All right, let's do this. Let me go back to here. And we're gonna go to what is it? Google Cloud Run.io / try that. Where is it? All right. So Google Cloud Run Registry. Artifact registry. Because how do we, I know we did this last week. How do we get our connect build to services? Deploying container. So where is, hey, they have their stuff all over the place. Give me a second. So we have our build. We did our build. Location. Testing a cloud run locally. Deploying services. And we would use replace image URL with this Google Cloud Run. So where are my, all right, so let's go into here and let's say
lunch break.
Google Cloud. Where's my registry? Let me see. I'll tell you, like the Google console is not very friendly, or maybe I'm just not too familiar enough with it. Artifact registry. And what is this thing? It's like impossible to find your artifacts here. Anyways, what a waste. We'll figure this out. We'll figure this out. Just annoying. It's just annoying. Every week we have to deal with the same nonsense. All right. As of right now, I am still team AWS. I know people like Azure, people like Google Cloud. I'm still team AWS, right? We have my guy DB Daryl in the business. Says thoughts on using a virtual machine to ensure OBS captures only one window for privacy. Um, I um, I think like in general that's good. I don't have anything. Like I'll just change like the credentials if it's like for a database or something like that. Because it's not this is just to test it out. I don't like to use VMs as much because then I would have to use like a VM to use Docker in it, and then and it's just gonna slow it down. But I think in general that's a good idea. But I also use two screens, and I don't think I'd be able to use two different screens on the VM because I'm always switching back and forth. Like one screen I have code, one screen I have the browser, and at any given time, either of them could share sensitive data. So, but I do agree with you. I do agree. All right, we are at break, and let's go into our first break time conversation for today. Uh, all right. Yeah. It might be a bit controversial. It might be a little bit controversial. It might be a little bit controversial. But my friend, my bestest friend in the whole wide world, always says that I am a porch cat, and that is true. So we're gonna be talking about I'm probably not going. And where did this come from? Why did I come up with this today? Right. So let's set a timer real quick before we get back to work. Um, I was this today, like I guess it started yesterday, but Anton Daniels, he was releasing some videos that he made about Afrotech. And honestly, all these conferences that always come up, I never even think twice about them. People like talk about them like, "Oh, okay, cool." I am not a big conference type person. I'm not a really like when I travel, it's usually for work to go to the office, or if my company wants me to go to a particular conference, maybe if I'm going, and this is a big maybe, if I'm going to be like doing something at the conference, but it's not likely to happen. All right. Now, we'll just say 80. 80 was was reviewing some videos about this whole Afro Tech conference that is currently, I guess it's happening now or something. I don't know. But and he was reviewing like some of the reasons that certain people are going to these conferences, and I was like, nope, not happening. Uh, I'm probably not going. And so here comes the controversial part, right? Because people are always talking about networking. And for me, I like to network, communicate, be in contact. And I don't, it doesn't have to be in person. If I have the opportunity to meet somebody in person, great. But I'm not, me personally, I am not going to a conference to sit in an audience and listen to a group of people speaking that maybe it's because I've, where like what I've done in the past and where I've gotten to, but I'm not gonna go sit into audience. And especially now, especially for me, I don't attend things based on lack of a better word, um demographics, identity politics, stuff like that. I go to if I'm gonna go to some place, it has to be for a particular interest of mine. Um, it has to be like so conferences that I might be interested in, right? Possibly like a Docker conference, Kubernetes conference, AWS reInvent conference, stuff like that. Because it is very specific to things that might interest me. Maybe some type of, probably wouldn't go to a QA conference, but maybe to a QA conference. Maybe something like maybe if there's something happening about Terraform, stuff like that. But when it comes to like, because a group of people are gathering because they look like you, whether it's because of their color of their skin or maybe it's because of their gender or whatever. I'm like, that doesn't interest me. It really does not interest me. Because if a conference is based around identity, I don't care. I'm like, I'm probably not going. Just saying, I'm probably not going. Now, if it's like actually based on, all right, we're going to be talking about these softwares, these frameworks, stuff like that. That more, I might not. I'm probably not going to that either. But that interests me a lot more than gathering people based on stuff that we have absolutely no control over, right? That's just not me, and that's why I 100% with my bestest friend in the whole wide world, Mitch. I'm a porch cat. I'm just a porch cat, right? I've never been the type to try to be around in big groups of people, especially if I don't know exactly what it is that we're doing. I'm like, it's not that interesting to me. I just you know, Anton says that all the time. A group of people who are going in the same direction, right? It's not about all the stuff that you can't stuff that the way that you were born that you can't control. So I'm like, Afro tech, black people doing this, black people doing that. I'm like, what's the overall topic? Maybe it's an AI conference, but like as soon as I'm like, oh, when 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 when
Get a
that's
move on, back to work, chop chop, let's go. Come on, get a move on. You're back to work, back to work, back to work.
when the marketing for it is, it's because you're a man, you're a woman, you're Hispanic, you're black, you're white, whatever it is. I'm like, that's it's just it's not for me. I'm like, I want to meet about if I want to talk about cloud, I want to go to a Google conference and learn about their upcoming technology and stuff like that. Apple has their stuff, um, AWS, Docker, Kubernetes, whatever, Terraform, all those technologies. Those are the things that really interest me. Or if a group of people are getting together to do a hackathon, you know. But when it's just like, oh, based on like it's centered around those type of lines. I'm like, it just I just tune out for it. I don't care. Doesn't mean nothing to me. You know? But yeah, that's my thought. Like that, as my guy Mitch says, I'm just a porch cat. Yes, I agree 150,000% with my guy Mitch.
We the best.
All right, let's get to it. So we have Sana Vatar in the building. Says, "Yo, what's up? Hello, how are you doing? Hopefully you are doing well. You might be a bot, you might be a troll, whatever. But hopefully you're doing well. I still wish the best for you. All right, we are going to continue on with our show. Let's see. Let's get to our second. So maybe not a bot. Awesome. Happy to have you here. Your avatar name is kind of fishy. It is. I'll tell you this. It is kind of fishy. Your username. So that's why I was like, not a real person. But I guess you are. So thank you so much for being here. All right. Let's get to our next. Let's go to our, this thing is annoying me. I'll tell you that, right? But let's get to our next one, right? Let's go to.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, Sun Avatar is a game. Okay, you see, I am not the most knowledgeable on games and stuff like that. So thank you for clarifying that for me. Awesome, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you being here. All right, we are going to continue trying to deploy this thing that is driving me crazy. Invalid resource. All right, so we are getting an invalid resource name, and let's go to here. I know what. All right, so let me see. Let's take a look at. Cannot serve traffic. Container failed to start. We know that we had it started, but I did delete it the other day, right? It probably, let me see. Let's open up what's going on over here. This was, we are going to, so All right, let me do this. Let's go to um. Let's see what we got. And let me see what we got. Let me see what we got. All right, there we go. I think this is what we're looking for. All right, cloud build. That's what we're looking for. So we're looking for cloud build. All right, so let's go to open the cloud build. And we have our build. Let's go to, so here we have it. And now this is what we want to deploy. This is what we want to deploy. So, hold on. We want to, so we have this. And what's next? Run a Docker image. So we are working on deploying a web app that I built with React to Google Cloud, but Google Cloud is being a pain in my you know what. Let me see. Deploy, all right, deploy using Cloud Build. That's the one that I want. And it's going to be gcloud build submit, deploy the image by running the following command. That is not the one that we normally use. So we have a show on Saturday mornings where we're reviewing economic data, like the weekly number, like the week economic numbers that come out for the week. And we built a dictionary that makes it easy for us to understand what we're reviewing. So I can show it to you in a little bit. I'll show it to you in a little bit, but let me see if I can find this real quick. This is so annoying. All right, let's go back. Let me see. Open cloud build. Open artifacts. So let's do a Google run cloud build. Deploy or Google deploy cloud run. All right, let me see. We built the container, we did the build. And we got, oh my God, it's like, they make it almost impossible to figure this. All right, console maybe. This is why I always use AWS. Let me see. All right, let's do this. Let's search for gcloud run deploy. Okay, let's see, configure environment. Let me take out the configure environment variables. Gcloud run deploy. All right, maybe this is the one that we're looking for. And we're gonna do gcloud run deploy. Oh, I see. I see what the problem was. All right, let's go. I won't go back to you. All right, let's go here. I need to add run deploy, and we're going to call that urban dictionary, or say UDECBE for backend, and then we're going to say -- image equals And then we're gonna try to run that again. And we're gonna say US Central 1. Okay. Try that one more time. I'm just on the other screen right now, not to show certain information. Let's try that. Yes, Central 1. What the? Does not exist. What are you talking about? All right. I don't understand why it doesn't exist. All right, so let's see. Here it says US. Where? All right, so deploy Google Cloud Run. Google Cloud Run. Google Cloud Build. Let's see. Right now, I'm just trying to deploy the backend again. I don't know. It's like all of a sudden, I don't know. I'm just trying to deploy the backend again. I can't find where I did it last time. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. Let's see. GCR.io. Was that it? That's not what I want. Google Cloud Storage GCR.io. GCR.io repositories. Let me see something real quick. Where is migrate? It's a web app. It's not a it's a web app, not a mobile app at the moment. And because we want to mess with Google Cloud, let's see. Where is my? This is getting on my nerves. Google Cloud Run. Cloud Run. So I tried to do this one, but it cannot find. Let me see. Let's see. Let me see. What do you mean by in real time? Artifacts. Let me see repositories. Okay, so let's see. Here we are, grcio. Okay, we got that. So pull gcloud auth. Let me try that. Let's try that. And that's what I did. Oh, I did something dumb. I did something dumb. All right, hold on. Let's see here. Let's go. Waste a lot of time with this. Give me a second here. All right. Real time as in constantly active server or updated info 24/7. Um. Um. So right now we're testing the deploy, but eventually, like I will leave it up, where it's not actually showing the economic data. It's just like definitions on and examples of how to easily understand. I'm gonna show it to you in just a second, though. I'm gonna show it to you in just a second. Let me see. I will. Well, while it's getting started, because right now it is actually deploying it. We can actually see it in one of these tabs. Start closing some tabs down. Let me go here. So it's actually deploying right now. So once that's done, we'll have that up. But let me see. Do we have it up? That's already done. So let's go to logos. This one, maybe this one, maybe this one. Let me see. Docker PS. Let's start the app up. That way you can have a better understanding of. Can I restart my computer? All right, Docker PS dash A. And let's get the database up. Docker start UDEC Mongo, is that the name? All right, and now let's start up the. Let's go to CD. CD WebStorm and Urban Dictionary API node or node main.js, I think it's called. Okay. Gotta get the local database information. This one doesn't matter. Start that. Make this a little bigger. Let's go to Docker's, not Docker. Database connection equals and node main.js. All right, so the API is connected, and now we're gonna. Let me go to another tab. We're gonna do Urban Dictionary app, and we're gonna say node app.js, I think. What is it called? NPM start for this one. And it's gonna say yes. All right, so this is the, let me see what you said. It says, I thought it was like showing numbers, but we're talking about actual diction. Yeah, it's like, and by definitions, like definitions that, that break, not like a literal definition from like a Oxford dictionary, but ways that we can easily break it down. Says my point still stands. Why make a web app that is a dictionary for specific and economic terms and not a site that could do the same? What do you mean by a site that could do the same? What do you mean by a site that could do the same? So I can show. So let me show you, and maybe that'll give you a little bit more context. But this is what we've been working on. And it's mainly to support our Saturday morning show, where let's say jobless claims, right? And we go here, working on the UI on Thursday nights, but let's say we go here, it gives you like a breakdown in an easy to understand way. Let's say, so it's like the Department of Labor's weekly initial jobless claims is a report counting how many people asked for help because they lost their job and couldn't find work that week. Think of it like a school where every week some kids might get sick and need to stay home. So we break it down, we give an example. So that's basically what this app is. It's really to support our Saturday morning show and just an idea to build an app. Yeah, I guess you could say that. It's more of it's more educational, I would say. And then we have like, let's say consumer, and Also, for us to actually get some more practice and experience working with React, working with microservices, working with building APIs, working with Mongo, because like that's what we do on this channel is like explore different technologies, and we just try them and see how far we can go with them. So that's basically what. So like here we did the search, and then I also have a backlog in Trello, which is going to of stuff that we need to do, right? So this is actually we're actually doing this. We actually started doing that, and then we did deploy the API. All right. So our error. What are you talking about error? Oh, okay. We have to do the port thing too. So that's another thing that we forgot. So it failed because we didn't include a port. And I believe the port is going to be 3000. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me go over to here. Oh, forgot to include the port. That's something that we learned last week, is that when you are deploying to Google Cloud, the Google Cloud Run, you gotta also put the port that it's related to, or it's gonna fail. All right, so, but yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah, I guess you could say it's a teaching app, educational app. You know, like we just build stuff here as we get ideas. When something is like inefficient, we're like, all right, let's just build something around it. Like we mostly work on DevOps on Sundays, and on Thursdays we work on different software, like whether we're trying to do automation testing, like using Playwright or Selenium, or we're using a new framework, just different things. Let's see. All right, so our API actually got deployed, so shout out to that. Let's go with it. So that got deployed. I am going to copy this so that we can see it working. And then once we come back from our next break, then we'll get this React app. We're going to use the knowledge. And I'm going to have to document some of this stuff because it is annoying to spend like 30 minutes trying to figure out what we did last week. Let's go to, I'm going to use Talend. Let's go over here. And we're going to go to here. And then let me go to API. What is our definitions, maybe? I don't remember. What is our API? Let me see. Where is our glossary? Not definitions, glossary. Let's go here, and we have one in there, right?
Lunch break, lunch break.
So we have our API up and running. Let's see. So we have our API running, and let's go to break, and then once we get back from break, then we'll work on deploying our React front end, and I'll work on documenting whatever we did so that we don't run into this again next week. Let's go to full screen. And we got my guy in the building, my Safai. How are you doing? Hopefully you are doing well tonight. Or this afternoon, I should say. Let's see. Son of a Tar says, the idea is great, but the practicality of this is still questionable. I don't know. Maybe I don't understand how truly important this is, but I'm not seeing how this would be, how this would like practical and very well needed. I'm not. Oh no. I mean, honestly, you are probably 100% right. And it's not really for the practicality, and it's not really for other people. It's mainly for us to build something, and it's mainly to support my show on Saturday mornings. And this helps me because as we were going through the show, like I used to use a Google Doc, which was even less practical to search for these terms. So it's mainly, and it's just an opportunity to try deploying to Google Cloud platform. So yeah, you're 100% right. And trust me, no disrespect taken at all. I encourage and welcome any type of feedback. And I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
But yeah, it's honestly built it for myself, and if somehow it helps other people, great. But honestly, it's 100% for me, to be honest with you. It's to help me through. So what I do is, here's what I do: I build applications for to talk, like, to learn and to support the things that we do here. So, but yeah, like that's a great comment. I really do appreciate it. My Safai says, I'm doing well, just lazy, about to try and make a video to drop. Let's get it. Let's get it, me, my Safai. Let's strategize on some stuff. You know what I want, me, my Safai? I want between a 1997 and 2003 Pontiac Grand Prix Coupe GTP, right? GTP. That's I just want one of those again. I'm still heartbroken that I lost that car. Let's see. Son of Atar says, if you try to prove a point, then this is a strong proof. But if this was built for consumer use, it's a big gamble, either on the low end or, it's honestly, it's not. It's not for consumer use, because they have like Investopedia, they have whatever. Like, if it was like, I would not make it necessary for consumer use. If someone finds value in it, great. But I agree with you 100%. It's mainly for my learning, and that way. So by me using this to learn, I can say, okay, now that when I get an idea, I'll be like, okay, now with everything that I learned from doing like little projects like this, from using Terraform, from building mobile apps, now I know how to really do this project when we're in crunch time, as opposed of trying to figure it out on the spot. So I do different projects so that I can build more practical experience using these different technologies and stuff like that. So you're totally right. Me myself, it says 3800 Series 2 supercharged. Oh my God. You know what? I have to look it up right now. I have to look it up. Sorry. All right. Pontiac Grand Prix GTP Coupe 3800 Series 2. Let me see what that is. Let me see. Oh my God. That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. Let me share it real quick. Let me see. I want a coupe though. I don't want the Ford. There goes the coupe. There goes the coupe. Oh my God. Beautiful. Beautiful. Anyways, let's get to break. Before I go down memory lane anymore. All right. So, let me see. Second break time was, is saving 20% worth it? Monthly versus yearly pricing. So, let me throw 5 minutes up on this. All right. So, here's a question, right? Whenever you're subscribing to some type of SaaS product, service as a software product, what I see a lot of times now, right? They'll say, if you pay yearly, it'll be this much money per month, right? Versus if you pay monthly, then it's going to cost you a little bit more, right? And I was like, and I have been burned by that in the past, right? But now I'm like, every time, because sometimes the deal to pay monthly or yearly sounds too good to be true, and that's probably because they're trying to pull a switcheroo on you, right? Because if you sign up for the yearly, then you might not actually like, and it all goes to, you know what, you lose your money. So now I have to make a conscious effort to stop chasing that 20% saving, or that 30% saving, or that 50% saving, because then you go out and you pay it, and then it's like you end up not using it, or the company does something nefarious, and then you go out of business. It can be a bit shady unless it's like a really big company or reputable company. So, but here's the downside, right? When I look back on the year, if I ended up using if I use it for the whole year, I'm like, man, I could have saved 20% on this. But I'm also nervous because what if now you're locked, you pay for the year, and a better software comes out or a better tool comes out, and you want to switch, but you didn't already pay for it, you know? Um, like the software that I use to stream, right? I could get a decent amount of discount, but I'm like, what if they make me mad and I want to cancel, or I find a better option, you know? Or because I'll give an example. I remember like they have different streaming, like they have StreamYard, they have Restream and stuff like that. And they'll say, all right, you get this much off if you pay yearly. But I tried some of them and I ended up not liking them. And imagine if I said, you know what, when I'm signing up, I'm just gonna go for it and pay yearly. I'd be like out of so much money with that. Um, I'm not even gonna share what, you know. I am gonna share. I'm gonna share because my awesome AI music maker that Alexis loved so much, right? They went to the crapper, right? They went to the crapper, and so now I found a better one. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna pay monthly for everything now, even if it costs me a little bit more. At the end of the day, it's a business expense anyways, right? But I'm just gonna pay monthly because I lost my trust. I lost my trust in everybody. You know, in these companies, in these SaaS companies, if you end up paying yearly, and then they just disappear on you. They switch up on you, right? So for me, it's not worth it anymore. It is not worth it anymore for me to end up paying yearly for these things, because you never know what's gonna happen. You know. And also, I'll tell you this, right? Look at where the company is from. Look at where the company is from. For me, at this point, like, if it's not a US based company or a UK based company, I'm not doing business with them. I have to like, yeah, like, especially for apps, look in the app store where the company is based, what country that they're based. If they're not US, or, I mean, not to say that people in the US or the UK, they can't be nefarious as well, but there are better laws that regulate them, because you can be out of some money, right? You can be out of some money. So be careful with all that, right? Let me check the chat, and I see we have some friends here, and I see that Son of Atar was giving some insightful feedback as well. Let's go through the chat. Let me go to get this off the screen. Me Myself says, I know my cars. You know your cars, especially those Michigan cars. You know, I'll tell you, I had the Caprice. I've had a Caprice. I had a Chevy Caprice. I've had a Chrysler Concorde. I think the Concorde was like a 98 maybe. And I had the Grand Prix GTP. And I had a Buick as well.
Move on, back to work, chop chop, let's go. Come on, get a move on. Back to work, back to work, back to work.
I had a Buick as well. What other American cars did I have? And I had a Dodge Intrepid as well. I know I like my American cars. Let's see. It says, I like the 2005 and up GXP model. What is it? Me Myself is throwing me off. I'd say so. Pontiac GXP. Oh yeah, is that the G8? Oh, they had a Grand Prix. So they had a Grand Prix GXP as well. Oh yeah, I like that one too. But they didn't make those in two doors, right? They didn't make the GXP in two doors, from what I recall. I think those were all four doors. I would love to get a GXP as well. I love those cars. Son of Atar says, I mean, yeah. The only real value is this of this experience. What you learn from making this. Of course, myself, I work on my own stuff, and it's gonna be consumed. That's awesome. What type of applications do you build? Just curious, like, what is it that you build? And if I can see it, that'd be really cool. Let's see, and I can even show, if you don't mind, I can even show it. If you want me to, I can show it on stream. Some of the stuff that you done, you can drop the link in the chat, and I'll show it if that's okay with you. Alexis is in the building. What's up, Alexis? How are you doing on this fine Sunday afternoon? It says monthly versus yearly save depends on how much you spend and what's. I agree, but I would think like that, but then it's like these companies, they just disappear on you, and now your money's gone. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to focus on paying month to month, because is that 20% worth it if they ended up like, because I was using this service, this AI, right? And then their AI just went straight to hell. Like, I don't know what happened to them. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not paying monthly. I'm not paying yearly for this stuff anymore. Alexis says, my girl and her team made it to what? That is absolutely amazing. We're going to celebrate Alexis's girl, her daughter, for making it to regional in robotics. Let's celebrate, all right?
Another one. We the best. Let's get it. They ain't believing us.
Great job. Great job to your daughter making it to regionals. Let's continue. Let's move forward. Let's see. Let's say you pay $12 a yearly and your friend spends $1 monthly. In this case, the value is equal and a 20% save number wise. Both of you are benefiting the same amount. Yeah. That's true. My thing is, right, if on month 3 the company just disappears, then you're out. $9, and your friend only spent $3. So that's my thinking behind it. Says Skillshare got me like this. My daughter begged me to get it, paid for the year, and I used it more than her. Epic Books, IXL Math, etc., etc., etc. Never pay yearly anything for kids. Never pay yearly anything for kids. Let's see. But yearly would still be more valuable even if it's equal, because no one said you had that 20% save the entire year. But yearly, you guarantee your value. Possibly. It says, I agree. I don't blame you. I didn't peg you as an American car driver. So we're talking about in my younger days, when I was in my 20s, in my late teens and my early-ish 20s. But I drive any car, to be honest with you, right? I've had American cars. I've had Hondas. I have like, so right now, we have a Nissan and a Honda, right? But I would love a Challenger. I would love a Challenger. But and I'll take a Tesla too. I'll take a Tesla as well. I'll take a Rivian too. I'll take all the cars. I will take all the cars. But yeah, like back when I was young, I had all of those American cars. DB Darrow. I am from South Florida, right? I'm from South Florida. The land of, how does that song go? The land of Impalas and Capri. I forgot. Oh my God! You guys are making me look this up now. Trick Daddy, where you from? Lyrics. Let's see. It says land of what? Let me see. City of Caprices and Impalas. That is South Florida. The city of Caprices and Impalas, right? And we put them on 24s. Alexis can back me up on this. We'll get them painted a lime green color. All right, you see? Why are you guys doing this to me? Let me see. Chevy Caprice or Chevy Impala. 1970 on fours. Let's see. I'm gonna show you a Miami car real quick. This right here would be a Miami car. This right here is a Miami car. This one, that's not a Miami car. That would be a Miami car. Just this is definitely a Miami looking car. All right. Not saying this is in Miami. I'm just saying that's a Miami looking car. That's the type of stuff that we grew up with. I don't go to that area anymore, so I don't know if that's what they're still doing down there. But that is what we grew up with in Miami. 1996, 1994 Chevy Caprice 24s. I had an Impala that looked similar to this. Let me see. An Impala right here. Had a Caprice that looked like that. Anyways, I digress. Let me finish. See, you guys make me lose focus. You know, not application, but oh, nice. That is awesome. Let's see. Me My Surprise says 5.3 liter V8 LS4, the 2004 and up, only came in 4 doors. Figures. Well, I guess it's a game. I guess a game is an application. Yeah, fair enough. This is yearly versus monthly is a risk reward. That's true. Yearly is riskier but more valuable. That's true. But monthly is much safer, but your value could be lost. I agree, because like you might end up really liking it, use it for like 4 years, and you lose out on a bunch of money. Totally agree. All right, let's get to our last segment of the show. I'm telling you guys are gonna have me. You guys are gonna have me talking about cars. Oh my god, my Miami cars. I love my Miami cars. Anyways, let's go. Let's get to it.
It's time to do.
All right, so something that I figured out on Friday, because on Thursday we had a little bit of issue, is when you're using React, you need to have, let me see, where is it? Let me open. Let's see. Window. Go over here. All right, so when you are using React, you need to have in front of your, so I wanted to use a, let me see, environment variable, and it needs to include React app in front of it in order for the environment variable to be able to work, right? So now we can take this, let's fix this up real quick so that this can be able to work. Let's do, because we're gonna have to build this over again. Let's see, we're gonna do, that is, that's JavaScript. Yeah, JavaScript. Yep, JavaScript using Node and stuff. Let's go to. I didn't see the script. I just saw the Java part. I didn't see the script part. But yes, that is JavaScript. But I'm using WebStorm. So it adds a bunch of extra stuff to it. Let me see. We're gonna go to $. All right. Let's go here. Oh, process.env. Let's go here and let's go to, I had it in like 3 spots. Let's go to app.js. Localhost. Let's drop that in there. All right, so we have that. So now we need to build this over again. So let's go to, I'll do it in here. Open up our terminal and we need to build this over again. Let's go to, way too much stuff open. it looks like I could actually, maybe I'll look into that next time, but it looks like I can actually build it. So let's go G cloud build. And we go to, all right, let's go here. We are going to build this again. Let's see if we remember this. So we're gonna do, all right, I'm gonna close some stuff down because this is, I have way too much stuff open. Let's close this. Let's close that. We leave that one open. Let's close that. Let's close that. Let's close cloud. Let's close that. Let's close that. Let's close that. Close that one. Run deploy. We'll leave that. All right. Let's go to. Let's close that. Where is my build? All right. G cloud build image. All right. So we're gonna use this. G cloud. Mitch, where have you been? I had a, oh man, Mitch, you missed my first break time. Unless you were watching, I don't know. But I had such a good break time conversation, my first break, that I knew that you would really appreciate. Region, and we're gonna say, where's the region that we used for the other one? We used buckets. Okay, we used, where's my region for this? All right, we're gonna do region. Guess we'll do, can we do US Central 1, I guess? And we'll say tag gcr.io/urban dictionary economic data dash front end. And I think it's just a dot afterwards. Let's do latest. And then we shall see. I'm not gonna do localhost. It's localhost when I'm running it locally, but it's going to be using the API that we just deployed to Google. But it is it's only gonna be up for today. Because like it's not gonna be up to the public. I'm just like testing it out right now. Where's this stupid thing? Let me see. Is it just a dot? Build submit. Let me see. All right, now we do dot. And that should do it. see what we get with this. Invalid choice of build. Oh, builds. Ah, shoot. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go there. All right. Now, if we go into over here. What is this over here? We go into here. All right, so it's running it. So like I was saying, yeah, I agree. Going to add, so it's gonna have security at the database layer. So like right now, I'm just doing it to like to get it to work, but I'm gonna take it down as soon as the show is over. But just to see like all the things that we need to get it done, but then it's gonna have security at the database layer, to be only accessible. The database should be only accessible from wherever the API is connecting from. So no direct access to the database, and then it's going to have security on the API as well, in order to not to be able to just randomly add stuff to it. But yeah, you're totally right. You're totally right. But it's gonna be brought down right away. It's just like right now it's for experimenting and learning how to get it up. Let's see. Try not to buy a pizza with your app. You might deliver it in the middle of Australia. That's totally true. Let's see what's going on over here. Okay, that's cool. Let's see. I think that's happening within, like when it's building the image. Let's see. Mitch is in the building, late as ever, but he is here. How you doing, Mitch? How are you doing? Hopefully you're having an amazing, amazing day. What? Why is it not going through? Hold on. GRC. GCR.io. Why is it not going through? GCR.io. Let's see. Why is it not going through? We had this issue last time. Let's stop it. It's not gonna go through. It says that our error is request is missing authentication credentials. Expected OAuth 2 access token cookie or what? Unauthenticated. Why is that? Credentials missing. That's weird. Let's try that again. Gcloud build. Maybe the region is different. Let me see. Let's see. So tag project ID image name. let's see, gcloud build submit region. Why did that? Let's see. Refresh this. Have the backend running, but the repository for. Oh, okay. I see what I did wrong. All right, so let's go back. Let's go to. We need to have in between here, urban dictionary economic data slash urban dictionary urban economic data. Let's try that. See if that works. All right. Let's see here. Waiting for that to build, and then we'll go try to start it up. We will start it up using this. And what we shall do, I can start typing that out at least. While it's getting ready, let me move this up to see what's happening. Here we're going to do gcloud run deploy and udecfe, and it's going to be the image equals gcr.io, and it's going to be urban dictionary, economic data slash urban. Should have gave it a shorter name, but it's okay. Economic data front end colon latest. And we're going to say update env vars to what do we have it as? React app. And it's going to equal, we're going to say to this. It's going to equal this. All right, so we are set up to run this. As soon as this is done, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. No wonder you're running code with no problem. Yes, I'm using a Mac. Definitely using a Mac. On a Mac. Maybe credential folder isn't set correctly. We're going to, well, I had, so what happened was I missed the folder. I missed the folder of the project in Google, but we got that. So that should work at this point. It says with coding, you can proof one very important quote. One physical test equals 1 million theories. That is 100% right. You never know what to expect with coding. The most random bugs could rise, especially for me with game developing. I have faced bugs or stupid. It's so stupid. It was actually funny. I know exactly what you mean. I like if you saw the issue that I had earlier today, like which ended up taking us 20 minutes, was so dumb. Actually, like 30 minutes. So dumb. But what is one of the, like, do you have a game in one of the app stores? Let me know what the name is. I'd love to take a look at it before we end the show. Because that's pretty cool. I want to see what type of games that you make. So that sounds really cool that you're a game developer. All right, so this is actually pushed. And let's go to try to start it up. Let's see what happens, right? We're going, oh, we need the port as well. So the port should be 3000, I suppose. Let's see what happens. Oh, typos. Talk about typos when coding. Let's go to update env. I guess we could do the same one that we did last time. For that one, we did. What region was this in? US East 4. Oops. Let's try US East 4, but I should try US Central 1, I guess. Let's try US Central 1. Because the backend is in US Central 1. Let's try US Central 1. Let's try that for now. See what happens. While that's doing its thing, let's see. Let's see. All right, I'll come back to this comment. Let's see what happened. Is not ready and cannot serve traffic. The user provided container failed to start and listen on port 3000. When a container is misconfigured. The port started.
Lunch break! Lunch break!
The port started. So it started on port 3000 for the other one. Let's take a quick look to see why. React app, Google Cloud deploy. And let me see if I can take a look at let's see if we take a look at let me see. So this is not this one. Let me close this one. Close that. That's our repository. All right, this is where we want to be. Let's take a look at this to see. Do we have logs? Let's see what the logs say. Maybe we'll go a few minutes over to try to figure this out. Let's see. What's up, your car? How you doing, your car? The instance, so default startup probe for container on port 3000, but React uses port 3000. Default failed one time consecutive for container. Let's see here. Application failed to start. No such file in directory. Let's copy this. Let's go to here. And let's go to say Google Cloud run deploy. Let's see. Had the same error with deploying my React app for me adding environment host solved the issue. I thought we had that already. Docker file. We have that in there. So that didn't work. Host, sure wish that had been documented somewhere. We have that. Environment host. React. Oh, do I have to do it on 4,000? Because I have in here I have 4,000. So maybe that's what it is. Expose 4,000. Let's see if we do that again. I don't know. I think that happened last time though. Let me see. US Central 1. Let's see. Same thing. And it happens really fast too. Someone mentioned last time about, let's see. You're totally right. Totally right, son of Atari. 100% right. If it was AWS, I'd be like moving around so quickly. But this is a learning channel. It's a learning thing. Let me see. Let's go to container. I don't know why there would be a health check issue on this one. All right, Google Cloud run health check timeout. It's like it fails really, really quickly on this one. Let me go to Docker file. I exposed 3,500 on this one, and it still was on the API. I exposed 3,500, and it was still fine. But here I exposed 4,000, and it wants to act up. And I had the environment host in here. Public src package.json. We should have built it first locally.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Entry point, top B. What the hell is this? What the hell is this entry point of top B? I don't know what this is. Let's try that again real quick. Let's take a few more minutes to get this thing, to try this again, because I don't know. I didn't see this entry point thing in there. I know I don't have entry. Wait, I do have entry point. Hold on. Let me stop this. Control Z. So this should be entry point. Let's try that. Let's try building that over again, because I guess I didn't look at it carefully enough. All right, but I had this CMD thing here, and then I had an entry point. But looking at the API one, I have entry point. So I'm just making it exactly like that. So we're gonna let that ride for now, and I'm going to check the chat before we wrap up the show. And my guy, Yakar, is in the building. What's up, Yakar? And Son of a Tar says, why specifically 2 hours of stream? Because I have a bunch of other stuff to do. So when I didn't have the time on there, I would like go way over, end up like going 2.5, 3 hours, and I'm like, oh man, I have to schedule some videos for YouTube for the week, and I need to update and edit. Like you just have to get prepared for the week. So that's why I try to keep the streams under a certain amount of time, because if not, I will be working on this for the entire night and I'll be having so much fun. I'm like, oh man, I didn't get anything else done. So that's why it's to put a limit on myself. That's why I do 2 hours. Let's see what else we got. Going from Google page to a site page feels like a flashbang going from dark mode to having to flashing, having lights upon. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. Mitch says, LOL. What did Mitch say LOL to? A random laugh down Wall Street. What's up, Mitch? How are you doing? Mitch, you're so quiet today. Are you okay? Are you okay, Mitch? Just asking if you're doing all right. Because we do worry about you sometimes, all right? Mitch, as we wrap up the show, did you see John Jones last night? All right, first of all, Mitch, this is the question I had for you today. Do you hate John Jones? I did. Oh yeah, you did. Let me go back and pull that up. I'm sorry about that. It says I started working. Wait, there's more. There it goes. Started working on the game 4 months ago. I used to make a mod for a game. I think around 2 years of modding and testing. There is no info about the game that is at least public, but my mod page is very simplistic, but gives you the info you want. Not on the game, but what I used and still working on. I'm gonna check out your page after the show, your to see what you have on there. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Very, very cool work. Let's see. Mitch says, I told you I'm done. You're not done, Mitch. You are not. Mitch, you're not done. But Mitch, how long have you been watching? Did you see my first break time conversation about conferences and stuff, and why I agree with you that I'm a Porch cat, 150,000% Porch cat. Did you see that, Mitch? Just wondering. And Mitch says he does not watch UFC. So you'd watch Tyson and Jake Paul, but you would not watch the greatest mixed martial artist to ever do it, right? Let's see. I just realized that one of your tags is Python. You might be right. You did where? Which one? Which tag you talking about? Was it the one that I deleted? That top thing? Let's see. Mitch says you didn't watch Tyson and Jake Paul? You didn't watch Tyson and Jake Paul? Come on, Mitch. Why not? It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. It's probably like when it says the description about the stream tag, because I do Python as well. So I don't know if I also do a lot of work in Python. I do my day job is QA engineer, and we do our automation in Python. So it's just probably like it has JavaScript, Python, a bunch of other stuff to attract different people. But yeah, I do Python though. There was something else that you said, actually. Let me go find it. There was something else that you said as well. Where was it? You said something about C++, and that scared me. Interesting you went with Java. I know it's a top choice, but have you tried things like C++ for making apps? I have not tried C++ for making apps. I don't, because from my understanding, C++ is more for like desktop type applications, which I haven't really got involved in. I have done some stuff with Python, and the mobile app that I created, I used Flutter to do that. but I have not had the opportunity, the pleasure to dive into C++ yet, and it might it might be a while before we even get there, because honestly, like what I do when I'm like, because I'm like part of the thing that I do is coaching people, and if someone is interested in game development, I'll tell them like probably go to C++, probably go to what is that? Unity, I think it's called. But most of the people I come across, it's like for getting into QA, getting into web development, getting into backend development. So I might recommend them go with Java, recommend them go with Python, recommend them go with JavaScript, things like that. All right, so this is done. Let's try this again. And if that doesn't work, we are calling it a day. We're gonna go with US Central 1. Let's see. If that says no, then we're going to call it a day. Next week, we'll try to build it locally, and then we will see. If it works locally, then we'll see why it's not working on the cloud. Let me see. Mitch says, after yesterday, I realized I do too much. Y'all be getting mad. Who has ever gotten mad at Mitch? Come on, Mitch. Come on. I did watch. I said oh, okay. Did it work? Oh my God, it worked. It worked. Look at that. Let's celebrate.
Ain't believing us.
So this part worked. Let's make sure though. Let's make sure it actually loads up. Let's see what happens. Let's go to here. We're gonna go to the other screen. We're gonna go to it's not loading. We're closer. I mean, we made progress. We have made progress. I don't know why it's not loading though. We'll figure that out next time. But it actually did deploy. So that is a step closer than we were before. Let me see. Service detail. They say that it's up, but we don't see it. Oh no, it's there. It is there. It just took some time to load up. Look at that. Let me see. We only have one thing in there. Oh wait, no. This is. How do we get? Something's weird. We didn't add all this stuff to our database. I'm confused. We're on the cloud, but we didn't add all these things. Let me see something. Let's see again. See, we only have one, so why are we getting all these results? I'm confused. Something isn't right. Something's not right. Okay, that's good. It can't find it. But why is it getting all those results? Interesting. Well, that's progress. We have something to look into for next week. I don't know why it's getting all these results though. It shouldn't get all these results because they don't exist. Maybe I did something with the deploy. I don't know, but that's good. That is good. We are rocking and rolling. Next week we'll know where to pick up to get we got it deployed. I don't know what I have to look into what's going on with this API, where it's actually pulling from, but we're in a good spot. We're gonna wrap it up, but let me check the chat and then. But yeah, Mitch, I asked you if you watched that. I didn't ask you if you watched UFC in particular. I said, did you watch what happened last night? That was all. As Python as normal or as normal Python or C++ or both? Python as normal Python. I have not delved into C++. Damn, C++ is really scary. I use C++. It's annoying, but I don't find it scary. That's because, you know what? I don't have any exposure to it, but thanks to you, I'm going to add it to my list of things to explore. I don't know exactly when we're going to get to it, but I'm going to definitely explore that. Says, yeah, I do use Unity. Awesome. Says, I did watch SWAT and more, and I see the guys. There we go. Welcome to my side. Alexis, take that. What's his name? What's Hondo's name? Shamar Moore is a trash actor, as I said before.
Bruh.
It says, what was the funniest bug? Oh my God, what's the funniest bug I encountered? Bugs that I created on my own, or bugs that I can't even remember. Let's see. Funniest bug that I've encountered. Usually it has to do with like a copy and paste error. Normally it's like somebody meant to copy and paste some connection string, and then they copied and pasted some chat message that they were going to put in. Probably something like that. I don't know. If it's for me, bugs like I'll show you a bug that I encountered. Right, stupid but funny. Right, when I was trying to deploy, right, I was supposed to do the image tag, but I had it twice, and it was taking the second one, and I'm like, I spent like 30 minutes missing that because I was copying and pasting. Copy and pasting, right? But that's usually it's those type of dumb things that are so annoying. And Alexis says, who? Like, he's all sensitive today. He is all sensitive today. Last night, what? I asked, did you see John Jones last night? And you said, I don't watch UFC. But my question was, do you hate John Jones? Because, you're just the you just don't like people. So I was just wondering. Let's see. He wasn't always that bad. Maybe, but he's pretty bad now. It says, it's probably still on because girls, 100%. 100%. I would love to see their demographics breakdown of who watches SWAT, because I like the show, but he is just so unbearable. My goodness, he is so unbearable. Oh my God. I did like the one who rode the motorcycle, the kind of crazy one, but so unbearable. Shamar Moore is so unbearable. Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up with this, right? I wanted to say a big congratulations. My final thoughts is John Jones is the GOAT of MMA. Love John Jones. And I just wanted to wrap it up with this little video of John Jones, Johnny Bones Jones, from last night, the knockout. Let's get some sound into it. Let's get some sound. Did you hear that? Did you hear that pop? Oof, that was so good.
That's it. Still. How good is Johnny Bones? How good? Wow.
Anyway, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Oh, Mitch, did you ever watch Blue Bloods? You ever watch Blue Bloods, Mitch, with Tom Selleck? I forgot his last name. Tom Selleck, something like that. You ever watch Blue Bloods? We're gonna wrap it up. We are going to wrap it up. All right, let's see. Mitch says, I don't really know him. Let me get that off the screen. Says, I don't really know him. I'm not talking about people anymore. Son of a Tar says, my funniest bug I encountered in my game, I call it Where Are You Going? Where I was working on movement with my character and I messed up in a weird way, where my legs disconnected from the body and took a mind of their own and walked around as the body was forced to look at it. That's pretty funny. That's hilarious. Like I said, this is back and forth to Twitch. Switch over whatever really working for me. Huh? What? This back and forth to Twitch, switch, or yeah, Twitch. I'm saying I communicate with everybody, right? I communicate with everybody. Says I don't watch blood. Don't people get bloodied in boxing? What? I need my back to crack like. Says that I saw half an episode. That's Wahlberg's brother, Donnie Wahlberg. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really, really, really appreciate you guys. Is not. Is not really working for me? Is that what you're trying to say? Is not really working for me? All right, I got you. Hey, I am today. I'm gonna put my Mitch hat on. I am for the people. All right. Wahlberg brothers are good. Wahlbergs are good. Yeah, they are good. They're good actors. All right, we are going to wrap it up. You guys know what time it is. Did you guys have fun today? I had a great time. We got a lot of work done. I'm happy to see that we have the app tentatively deployed on Google Cloud, but we're gonna tear it down and we're gonna move on from there, right? But the question is,
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I had a great time. I am very well entertained. You know what? Don't pay her any mind. Don't pay Alexis any mind. You are always welcome here. And I'm gonna go check out your page. I want to see the game, if your game is up there, because that sounds really cool. Connecting with you, I really appreciate it. And since he had fun, Son of a Star had fun, awesome. And it says not the actual hamburgers, they are called Wahlburgers. Oh, the Wahlburgers. I thought you meant the brothers. But where do they sell Wahlburgers? I want a Wahlburger. I never had a Wahlburger before. And Alexa says that they are good. All right, we're done for today. But you guys know yesterday's price is not today's price, and today's price is certainly not tomorrow's price because
one more thing. Price of the brick going up.
The price of the brick is always going up. And with that being said, this is Tech Coach Ralph. We are out.
Tech Coach Ralph, tough as nails, no disguise. Pushing limits, yeah, he's that kind of guy. At first it's harsh, the rules feel like chains. But trust the process, there's sunshine in the rains. He cracks the whip, but it's all in love. Results shining bright like stars above. Tech Coach Ralph, you light the way. Days turn to weeks, skills sharp and fast. What once was a struggle now feels like a blast. Step by step, we rise and we glow. With Ralph in our corner, we're ready to show. Singing his praises, can't keep it inside. From hard ass to hero, he's our pride. Tech Coach Ralph, you light the way. So here's to Ralph, the coach we need in this game. here's to Ralph, the coach we need in this game of growth. He plants the seed. We stand afraid of shadows cast by doubt, whispered fears of what they'll talk about. Got dreams that wait in line behind our pride, but courage lives where fear is set aside. So many dreams collected dust on shelves, scared to fail, so we hide our true selves. But life will pass and so will all those stairs. Nobody's watching as much as we think they care. So step into the light, don't fear the fall. The only limits here are built by walls. Tear them down and seize what you deserve. You're stronger than the whispers you've heard. Got plans to make, but fear keeps you in place. Afraid to lose, or maybe scared to chase. But what if magic waits around the bend? Go grab it now, don't let the doubters win. We wear these masks to hide what we believe, but truth has power when worn on your sleeve. Reach for the stars, they're closer than they seem. Your path is clear, don't let them steal your dream. So step into the light, don't fear the fall. The only limits here are built by walls. Tear them down and seize what you deserve. You're stronger than the whispers you've heard. Got plans to make, but fear keeps you in place. Afraid to lose, or maybe scared to chase. But what if magic waits around the bend? Go grab it now, don't let the doubters win. We wear these masks to hide what we believe, but truth has power when worn on your sleeve. Reach for the stars, they're closer than they seem. Your path is clear, don't let them steal your dream.